I didn't notice it at first. That's the part that hurts the most. There was no big argument, no slammed doors, no harsh words that warned me something was wrong. It happened quietly, slowly, almost gently. One missed call, one delayed reply, one visit that never happened. And before I knew it, my son, the boy I once held in my arms every night, was slipping away from me. His name is Daniel. He was my first child, the one who made me a mother. I still remember the day he was born in that small hospital room in Ohio, the smell of antiseptic in the air, the sound of his first cry filling my chest with a kind of love I had never known before. From that moment on, my life stopped being just mine. Every decision, every sacrifice, every dream revolved around him. When Daniel was little, he used to follow me everywhere. If I went to the kitchen, he was right behind me. If I sat on the couch, he curled up next to me. At night, he would knock softly on my bedroom door, holding his blanket, whispering that he couldn't sleep. I never turned him away. Not once. I was there for everything. School projects, soccer games, broken hearts. I was the mum who showed up early and stayed late. The mum who packed lunches with handwritten notes. The mum who believed that love, real love, meant being present. Always. So when the calls started becoming shorter, I told myself it was normal. He was growing up. He had his own life now. College, work, friends. That's what good parents raise their children to do, right? To become independent. But deep down, something didn't feel right. Daniel used to call me every Sunday evening. It was our thing. No matter how busy life got, Sunday evenings were ours. We'd talk about his week, his plans, his worries. Sometimes we talked about nothing at all. I lived for those calls. Then one Sunday came and went without a call. I stared at my phone, telling myself not to be dramatic. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he'd call tomorrow. He didn't. The next week, I called him instead. He answered, but his voice sounded distant, distracted. "Hey, Mom," he said quickly. "I'm kind of busy. Can I call you later?" "Of course," I replied, forcing a smile into my voice he couldn't see. "I'll wait." Later never came. Weeks turned into months. The conversations became shorter. The warmth in his voice faded. The laughter disappeared. When I asked how he was doing, his answers were polite but empty. "I'm fine." "Work's good." "Yeah, everything's okay." Everything was not okay. A mother knows. I began replaying every conversation in my head, searching for the moment I might have done something wrong. Did I say something careless? Was I too opinionated? Too involved? Too much? I thought back to the last time I saw him in person. He came home for Thanksgiving. He hugged me, but it felt different. Shorter. Stiffer. He spent most of the evening on his phone. When I asked if everything was all right, he smiled and said, "Yeah, Mom. Just tired." I wanted to believe him. After he left, the house felt emptier than usual. His childhood bedroom was exactly the same. Posters on the wall, trophies on the shelf, memories frozen in time. I stood in the doorway long after he was gone, realizing something painful. I was holding on to a version of my son that no longer existed. The realization didn't hit me all at once. It crept in slowly like grief does. Quiet, persistent, unforgiving. One night, I sat alone at the kitchen table, staring at my phone, waiting for a message that never came. That's when it hit me. My son wasn't pulling away suddenly. He had been drifting for a long time, and I hadn't wanted to see it. I started blaming myself. Maybe I had loved him too much. Maybe I had made his life about me without realizing it. Maybe my constant, "Are you okay?" and "Did you eat?" and "Be careful" felt less like love and more like control. The thought broke me. I remembered the day he left for college. I cried after he drove away, standing in the driveway long after his car disappeared. My husband told me this was what we had prepared him for, that letting go was part of being a parent, but no one tells you how much it hurts when the letting go isn't mutual. One evening, after weeks of silence, I finally asked him. "Daniel," I said carefully over the phone, my heart racing, "did I do something to upset you?" There was a long pause. "No, Mom," he said. "I'm just trying to figure things out." "Figure what out?" I asked. Another pause. This one heavier. "My life," he replied. That was it. No explanation, no reassurance, just distance. I hung up the phone and cried harder than I had in years. For days after that, I barely slept. I walked through the house like a ghost, replaying memories, clinging to moments when he needed me. I realized how much of my identity was tied to being his mother. And now, without realizing it, I had made his independence feel like rejection. One afternoon, while cleaning out an old drawer, I found a letter Daniel had written me when he was 10 years old. It was a school assignment about heroes. "My hero is my mom," he had written in messy handwriting. "She is always there. She listens to me. She makes me feel safe." I held that letter to my chest and sobbed. When did being always there stop feeling safe to him? The truth came to me slowly, painfully. I had never learned how to love him without holding on. My love was real, but it had boundaries I didn't see. I wanted to protect him from pain, from mistakes, from life itself. But in doing so, I hadn't left enough room for him to grow. So I did the hardest thing I've ever done. I stopped calling, not out of anger, not out of pride, but out of respect. I gave him space, the kind of space I should have given long ago. Weeks passed, then months. One evening my phone rang. It was Daniel. "Hey, Mom," he said, his voice softer than it had been in a long time. "I was wondering, do you want to get coffee sometime?" I closed my eyes, holding back tears. "I'd love that," I said. When we met, he looked older, more tired, more real. We talked like two adults, not like a mother holding on and a son pulling away. And for the first time, he told me the truth. "I felt like I couldn't breathe," he said quietly. "Like I was living my life for you, not for me." Those words hurt, but I listened. "I needed to find myself," he continued. "And I didn't know how to do that without stepping back." I nodded, tears streaming down my face. "I'm sorry," I whispered. "I didn't realize." "I know," he said. "I know you love me." That day, something changed. Not everything was fixed. Relationships like ours don't heal overnight. But we began again, slowly, carefully, honestly. I learned that being a mother doesn't mean staying at the center of your child's life forever. It means teaching them how to stand without you and trusting that they'll come back when they're ready. Today, Daniel calls again. Not every Sunday, not on a schedule, but when he wants to. And that's enough. I no longer measure love by closeness alone. I measure it by respect. If you're a parent watching this and you feel that quiet fear, that sense that your child is drifting away, please hear me when I say this. Sometimes love means stepping back, not holding tighter, because when you loosen your grip, you don't lose them. You give them room to return.